Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Patriots going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL, the National Football League, is here and on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
4 down.
5. Check.
Easy. Check.
Breeze now on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Breeze to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game started.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
3 down. Hey, check.
Ready.
3 down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
Ready. We ready?
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run.
We go 21.
Kill. Hey, turn it
Sammy.
Tight dog.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set. The downs. Fresh set of downs here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Key to tight end.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, two.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
He's checking.
Time running out here on the play clock. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Tight right.
Ready. 5.
Alert.
A first down carry by Elliott. And immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, fifth in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
On second down, here's Breeze. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that takes us from second to third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Even. 4 down. Even. Ready. Wait a shot.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never.
You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch right. We got
All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56.
Here we go.
Look at
56.
56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
There we go.
Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he
Here we
specializes
go now.
in. On the perimeter,
Detroit.
or going inside.
Gun. All right, now, look at 56. Look at here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to cut it back left here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head though. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll play a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Back SOS. Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriots. Detroit.
You got time.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Back down now. Look at 56. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
I got him. All right, now look at Detroit.
Check 50.
Hurry up. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like what you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey! Kill! Check!
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Throwing now is Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when...
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Tight left. Three down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Ready. We're waiting. 11. Under 10.
Now Breeze throwing out second down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
But still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in
Ready.
the
Here we go. Watch the edge.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Guys, double tight. 4 down. Alert. Ready. Yellow waiting. Hey, alert 3. 12. 25. Check 25. Ready.
This time Breeze a throw.
Screen.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Single the slot. Ready. Watch 9.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Single. Ready. 5-9. Watch twist. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here we go. Watch twist.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adolphus Washington in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
We got trips. We got 3. Switch. Ready. We're waiting. Over. Shift.
On second down, here's Breeze. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13.
Monday. Check 4.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper
Watch it now,
play.
Barney!
But we do have some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they give this time to the tailback.
Get there!
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Sammy! Watch out!
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a
Now Breeze looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
The speed. He can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Strong left. Ready.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. This is caught. Gronkowski. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Woo, get it. He ain't going nowhere. Woo, he ain't going nowhere.
Ready. We ready? Got it.
Switch.
11.
3, check that.
He's going to sneak it, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
13.
Chef.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This fielded at the 2. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming up?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Watch right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action, they'll throw. Try to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again. You're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and get the ball moving on offense.
They'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Detroit!
Check 99.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Gun.
Out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Detroit now, Barney, here we go. Blue landing. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up for power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All day, dog.
Here we go. Left back 99 Philly. Here we go. Left gun.
Check.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, let's get some penetration.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Good job,
And
D,
he
good
will
job.
lose yardage here
That's
to
the
the
way you fly it up,
31-yard
Bob.
line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get
That's how
up.
we do, baby.
We'll
Always
check
rolling.
on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Move.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey.
Starting to run with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw, it's Breeze. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Really nice playing by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down.
They throw it.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Odd. Three down.
Now Breeze again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. You're 21. Switch it. Ready. Switch it.
Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Ready.
Three down.
Ready, shot.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Play clock winding down.
Again,
it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Strong left.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Man. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Detroit!
Detroit 37.
All right, here we go. 56. Green 39. 56. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
3 down, 3 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll let it go out of the gun. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ready. 95, 56. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. There we go.
They start the drive with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good job, D. Good job.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
12. Check. Lucky. Ready. Mike 5. Here we go. Check 3.
They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there as he'll... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Ready.
Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch up,
All right, now look at 56.
every possession
All right, now
becomes
look at 56.
crucial, doesn't it? It's vital.
Here we go.
Get back out on the
Green,
field,
39.
punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but when they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out
Watch it
right
now, Barney.
here.
Gun, 99 Philly. Here we go.
Joker.
Gun. Let's go.
Watch the safety creep.
Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
They're rolling it out of the gun. Room here to run. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Slam.
Again, we'll see the pistol
Here we go now.
here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And now out come the Patriots. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
4 down. Check.
Second down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.